Hello everyone, this is Lamid Zane of CodeLogical, and today we shall take a look at Ember Js helpers. We shall just slightly touch on them, and I shall show you later where to go and get help about them on the Ember website. Okay, so if you've been following along, you might have noticed that we did something like to create a link. We did something like link to, and maybe we put in some route here, say my route, and then did that dash, close the helper, and then say my route here, and let's go ahead and create that route right now. So we'll say this dot route, and we'll say my route. Okay, so let's go in our browser and refresh this. When we do, we shall see that a link has been created, and we inspect the HTML, we should see a regular HTML link. So how does that work? Basically, these things that you see in curly braces, that's what you call helpers in Ember. And a helper is just something that does a quick job for you. So there's nothing wrong, as I said, doing this and then saying /# my route. There's nothing wrong with doing this, but sometimes you will find that to bind to classes, which we'll get to soon as well, you might want to use the link to helper, because then you can do something like class equal to and you can easily bind to stuff, and you can it's a shorthand basically for writing stuff in Ember. So there's a lot of them. It's not just the link to helper. There's another one called input, which we'll get to soon as also. I know I've been saying that, but yeah, exciting times, lots of stuff in Ember, so we just have to take time to cover them all. Okay, so there's another one called input, and by default I think its type should be text. So let's try that out. We say input. Yeah, so let me see that in the browser and see how that works. And when we refresh, we get a normal input tag. So when we inspect that in Chrome again, we get a regular input, and as I said, the type is text by default. And I think you can also set type equal to radio, and when we refresh, then yeah, so we should see radio here, and all of that is done by Ember for us. So does it help us? So that's the breakdown of what helpers are in Ember JS, and as we're going, we'll make more use of helpers now. So we won't be doing stuff like and then maybe putting an action or something like that, but unless we have a reason to do so, we wouldn't be using that. So from now on, we'll be using these helpers. So familiarize yourself with them, and if you want to learn more about helpers, go to the Ember JS website, emberjs.com, and then go to guides, and there's this part here called templates. So there are link helpers here that talks about how the link helper works and all the stuff that it does, bindings and all that stuff. And there is also input helpers here. Yeah, so there's one actually I did not touch, so let me touch on that as well, which is the action helper. So if you're inside an a tag, let's say for example, and you want to bind to when that link is clicked, then an action is triggered. So there's something called action. That's also another helper in Ember. Then you just specify some action, provided you have created that either in your controller or in your route. So the action is also another helper, and the bind atta as well is another helper. So let's say we have an image, and we want to bind the source of the image to some property in the controller. So we can do something like bind atta, and we can say source equal to image source. So image source will be something that exists in our controller or inside our model for the controller, and that will create an image tag with a source of this property value here. So that's it guys for Ember Js helpers, and in another video we'll have a look at how to create our own helpers and make use of them. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon, and if you like this video and it was helpful, please rate and subscribe and comment below for any suggestions. Cheers, bye bye.